Once upon a time, in a deep colorful forest, lived a lively squirrel named Sammy. Sammy had a shiny, soft coat and a bushy tail, which he held high as he scampered up and down the trees. Sammy loved his acorns. He had a special place, a little hole in the trunk of his home tree, where he kept all his acorns. But one bright morning, Sammy discovered that his acorns were missing. His eyes went wide in shock as he peered into his empty storage hole. Sammy decided to search for his missing acorns. His tiny heart was full of determination. "I am sure I will find them," he said to himself. He started his quest by talking to Bob, the old tortoise who lived near the pond. Bob was very wise and always helpful. Bob suggested Sammy to check with Ollie, the owl, who stayed up all night and may have seen something. Sammy thanked Bob and dashed off towards Ollie's tree. Sammy reached Ollie's tree and woke him up. Ollie was a little grumpy at first, but when Sammy explained his problem, Ollie was willing to help. Ollie said that he saw a bird flying away with something shiny the previous night. This clue gave Sammy a new direction to look for his acorns. Sammy thanked Ollie and headed towards the meadow where the bird usually rested. He didn't feel tired, instead, he was filled with hope. At the meadow, Sammy met Fiona, the flamboyant peacock who loved shiny objects and found Sammy's acorns buried in her shimmering tail feathers. Fiona apologized to Sammy and explained that she thought the acorns were shiny stones. Sammy was relieved to have found his acorns and thanked Fiona. Fiona helped Sammy gather all his acorns and Sammy happily scampered back to his home tree with his beloved acorns. Sammy was very happy and couldn't wait to store his acorns back in his safe place. His little heart was filled with joy and relief. Along the way back, he met Bob and Ollie. He thanked them for their help and shared his adventure with them. Bob and Ollie congratulated Sammy on finding his acorns. They were very proud of his determination and bravery. Sammy safely stored his acorns back in his little hole in the trunk of his home tree. He felt immensely satisfied and content. Sammy understood the value of friendship and how important it was to ask for help when needed. He felt very lucky to have such caring friends. That night, Sammy fell asleep with a smile, dreaming about his day full of adventures. For him, this was indeed a day to remember. The next morning, Sammy woke up with a gleam in his eyes and a spring in his step. He was ready for a new day and new adventures. He learned that sometimes, even the smallest creatures can solve big problems if they are determined and have good friends to help them. From that day on, Sammy always kept a close watch on his acorns, so that they would never go missing again. He also made sure to help his friends when they needed it, just like they helped him. The tale of Sammy's adventure quickly spread through the forest. The other animals started to admire Sammy for his courage and determination, and he became a little hero in their eyes. Sammy grew into a wise squirrel, just like Bob. He shared his experiences and lessons with the younger animals, making sure they learned the same values he did. Sammy became an integral part of the forest. His story taught everyone that determination and friendship are the keys to overcome any challenge. The forest continued to be a vibrant place, full of life, with Sammy's story inspiring everyone every day. And Sammy, now wiser and braver, carried on with his adventures, ready to face whatever came his way.